Hi guys, sorry it's been a while, but happy Whiskey Wednesday. This is the 61st tasting of the Savor at Home series that may just go on forever. And since I didn't post a tasting last week and I've been slacking over the last month, I'm gonna do something special today. So we're going to be trying some Starward whiskey, which is an Australian whiskey. We're going to be trying Starward Nova, but wait, there's more. We're going to be trying Starward Solera, and it doesn't end there. Finally, we're going to be trying Starward Twofold. So I thought this would be a nice comparison, going through them one into the other. So I've tried Starward Nova before on the tasting, but it kind of completes the series here. Now there are differences between all three of them. So like I said, Starward is a distillery in Australia. It's in Melbourne, Australia, and there are similarities between each of these whiskeys. Starward Nova and Starward Solera are both single malts. Then Twofold is actually wheat and malted barley, a blend of the two, hence it's called Twofold. Now, Twofold and Nova are aged the same way. They're both 2 years old, aged in Australian red wine barrels, whereas the Solera is 3 years old and it is aged in Australian fortified wine barrels called Apera wine barrels. Or Apera barrels. Apera barrels. Huh, that's fun. So they're all also at different proofs. Starward Nova is at 41% ABV. Solera's a little bit higher at 43. And Twofold is the lowest at 40. I think that's all I have to say about how they're made, because the tasting is going to take up a bulk of this video. So let's start with Starward Nova. So you can get a look at the color, nice caramely auburn color there. And immediately the red fruits are present on the nose. There's some good caramely notes in here as well. A little creme brulee thing. Some good baking spice too. So much red fruit. It's a little bit thin, but there's a lot of red fruit. Like I said, a good sweet caramely thing to this as well, and some cinnamon. There's definitely other baking spices in there, some vanillas. The second sip got a little bit more viscous, a little bit creamy in the mouthfeel, but still very much red fruits. Cherries, but a syrupy cherry thing. Raspberries, a little bit of apples, but more like baked apples. It's really nice. Nova is one of my favorite whiskeys. All right, so we'll do a rinse. And we'll move on to Solera. So this one appears to be the same color, maybe slightly lighter, but I think that might just be the lighting here. Now the name is a nod to how the barrels are blended before they are bottled. So there's always a little bit, ooh, butterscotch, ooh. So there's always a little bit of every barrel that has gone into this Solera vat in a bottle. Yeah, really nice butterscotch in here. It's not quite as fruity, but there's still some dried fruits, but yeah, butterscotch right in the nose. Some baking spice, vanilla, caramel, but yeah, primarily butterscotch. A little toasted thing as well. This is very rich. It's like chocolate covered caramels, like a dark chocolate covered caramel. Really delicious. It's a little bit silkier too on the mouthfeel. That one had a little bit more fruit to it, so maybe chocolate covered cranberries now. But yeah, it's definitely very rich. There's that butterscotch thing there as well. More like nutmeg than cinnamon, but very delicious. It also has, it's got a little residual heat to it that I'm not a fan of for something that's only 43%, but ever so slightly. All right, let's move on to twofold.
Yeah, here we got twofold. That is caramel. No, it's like flan or creme brulee or something like that. It's like a creamy caramel. There's lingering red fruits, but it's not as in your face as Nova. But yeah, the first thing that stood out was that creamy caramel. And a hint of like red berry jam.
Yeah, it's definitely creamier as far as the taste goes. It's more of like custard with some caramel tossed in there and some red jam. A little tannic at the end, little drying thing that comes with some like cinnamon, but more like a cinnamon bark. Yeah, still, you know, when the sip is in your mouth, it does a nice creamy thing. It's a little bit watery, but it is dry. It does have a little bit of a tannic aspect to it, but still the flavors are really fun. As I was nosing it while the sip was in my mouth, I got like a mango coming forward. So little tropical fruit, like over ripened mango thing to it. But yeah, all three are really delicious. I do love Starward. So I'm happy to do this tasting. Thanks, guys.